Oh, I mean, I know it's come from Christian, so I don't really understand what he's been talking about because no one, as far as I'm aware from my team, has spoken to him. I haven't spoken to Christian in years. However, he did reach out to me earlier in the year about meeting up, but that's it. I just congratulated him on an amazing year and said hopefully soon I'll be able to fight against you guys in the near future. That was it. So I'm not really sure. I think it's just stirring things.
Well, given that, what are we to make of why he's discussing what potentially would have been confidential discussions in an interview in the Daily Mail?
Well, there aren't any confidential discussions, so I don't know. You know Christian.
I do.
He loves that kind of stuff.
Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time world champion, has emerged from the shadows to deny Christian Horner's recent barrage of comments on the serious discussions about collaborating. Who is speaking the truth? You can decide for yourself in today's video by seeing the contradicting statements made by each party, which have left everyone perplexed. Claims that Lewis Hamilton approached Christian Horner about joining Red Bull earlier this season have been denied. He emphasized that at the beginning of the season, the team principal had really been the one to initiate contact. Hamilton started things off at Mercedes without a 2024 contract. This caused a flurry of media speculation about whether he would leave the paddock, where he has spent the last 10 years with the Silver Arrows, to join one of the rival teams. When Hamilton announced in September that he had extended his contract with Mercedes for another 2 years, such rumors were put to rest. This week, a rumor surfaced in which Horner said that a representative of Hamilton's team inquired about the possibility of the United Kingdom joining Red Bull in 2024. The 7-time world champion in Ferrari may have spoken, according to prior claims that Hamilton had denied earlier in the year. Prior to the season finale in Abu Dhabi this coming weekend, Hamilton was questioned over Horner's statements. In response, he said, "I haven't spoken to Christian. Christian and I haven't communicated in years. Neither member of my team has. I have verified with all of them. Nobody on the team has gotten in touch with him." I was like, "I hope you're okay," but then he came out to me getting together at the conclusion of the season. "My warmest wishes with you. I hope I can play against you soon, and congratulations on an incredible season thus far." Hamilton now turns his attention to the race course, where Mercedes, with a meager 4-point advantage over the Scuderia, is fighting with Ferrari for a second place in the Constructors' Championship. Hamilton admits that if he and his group want to take the top spot, they got a difficult challenge ahead of them. "Well, I wish we weren't in this situation," he remarked. "I wish we were back there with the comfortable margin for a while. However, it seems like we're going to have to put in more effort this weekend, and I'm eager for the fight. I have no idea what we're going to be able to do. Although Ferrari is frequently pretty fast here, I feel quite optimistic." Amid the continuing story about the supposed conversation between Red Bull and Lewis Hamilton, the British driver has claimed that Max Verstappen is not interested in working with him. In Abu Dhabi, Verstappen stated that he would not be opposed to competing against Hamilton in the same squad. Conversely, Hamilton expressed his skepticism by telling the media that he doesn't believe Verstappen would accept such an offer. "I'd be more than happy to race in the same car against Max," he declared. "That'd be fantastic. He doesn't seem to want me on his squad. I asked the team members and none of them are chatting with them, but they have made an effort to get in touch." Given Hamilton and Verstappen's intense competition throughout 2021 season, the prospect of a partnership sparked a lot of curiosity. Their arguments and disputes from their championship fight are still very much in the news, even if their relationship has since soured and Mercedes is suffering difficulties. Hamilton said that he messaged Horner on the old phone number, which is how they first got in touch. He explained, "I basically had to pick up my old phone, which I just found at home that had my old number on it, and switched it on. And then, obviously, hundreds of messages came through, and I realized there was one from Christian to get together and have a chat at the end of the season." Despite the seeming contradiction, Lewis Hamilton might want to think about switching, something Christian Horner had been discussing. F1 pundit Peter Windsor has expressed skepticism about Mercedes' decision to replace Valtteri Bottas with George Russell, claiming that Russell is undermining Lewis Hamilton's confidence, despite being instrumental in Mercedes' 5 straight constructor titles after replacing Nico Rosberg in 2017. Bottas was removed by the team at the end of 2021 to make room for Russell, a graduate of the organization's driver program. Bottas left Mercedes to race for Alfa Romeo, and his departure came at the same time as the team was having trouble adjusting to the ground effect rules that were implemented at the start of the 2022 season. In 2022, Russell became the only Mercedes driver to win a race when he defeated Hamilton at the Brazilian Grand Prix. However, Hamilton has made a strong recovery this year, and going into the weekend season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix leads his colleague by a dominating 72 points. However, Hamilton has not won a race since the second-to-last round in Saudi Arabia in 2021, and he expected to be winless for the second time in a row in 2023. After last weekend's Las Vegas Grand Prix qualifying session, in which Russell finished third on the grid and Hamilton finished in 10th, 1992 Williams team manager Peter Windsor expressed his belief that Mercedes erred in swapping out Bottas for Russell. Journalist Craig Slater of Sky Report reports that Red Bull maintains the assertion that a close associate of Lewis Hamilton had communicated with Christian Horner, the team principal, over the prospect of the British player joining the squad. Since the 2021 campaign, Hamilton has been vying for a 9th championship. His last race victory was over 2 years ago, primarily due to Mercedes' decline in speed in the modern F1 era. Slater went on to discuss his discussion with Mercedes on the issue involving Hamilton and RBR. He said that neither Red Bull nor Christian Horner's words are causing the team any concern. I did get in touch with Mercedes, who told me they're relaxed. They're not stressed about any of this. Moreover, the team believes that it may be Hamilton's representative's responsibility to due diligence by keeping a watch on potential prospect for the drivers outside of Mercedes. Shortly before it was revealed that he would be leaving Mercedes in 2021, Bottas told Finland's MTV Sports that Hamilton was keen for him to stay on the team. Lewis has told me directly that he would like me to be his teammate. Famous F1 team owner Eddie Jordan claims that George Russell seems inferior in light of Lewis Hamilton's incredible 2023 exploits. Russell will only appear on the podium once in 2023, in line with the accomplishments of the two Alpine drivers. Hamilton, on the other hand, had an amazing 6 podium finishes this season. It had been years since Hamilton and Horner had a meaningful talk, Hamilton clarified. In a surprising turn of events, Hamilton disclosed that Horner had actually contacted him earlier in the year and suggested they get together at the conclusion of the run. Hamilton said that their conversation with Red Bull CEO was rather friendly. I've not approached Christian. I haven't spoken to Christian for years, and no one from my team has. I've checked with everyone. No one from my team has reached out to him. However, he had reached out to me about meeting up at the end of the season. And I was like, I hope you're well. I wish you all the best. Congratulations on an amazing season so far, and I hope that I'm able to compete with you in the near future. Hamilton, who has won a record equaling 7 F1 titles, said he found a message from Horner on an old phone where Horner asked him to meet up. I switched it on, and obviously hundreds of messages came through, and I realized there was this one from Christian asking to get together and have a chat at the end of the season, Hamilton said. It was quite late, and I found the message. It was from earlier on in the year. It was months later. I just said congratulations on the amazing season, and I hope that we're able to compete with you soon. And he, Horner, replied repeating the same thing. In a world of roaring engines and fierce rivalries, Lewis Hamilton breaks his silence, setting the record straight against Christian Horner. The F1 drama unfolds, and your insight matters. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling updates from the Fast Lane.